Hello, welcome back to another video of mine. How are we doing today? It is so fucking cold, so I was like debating like, oh, maybe I should be a little bit more presentable, but it is snowing outside. I'm so cold and this is all you're getting from me. So let's begin. I've never done this before privately on social media and whatnot. First of all, I've never done TBR. If you see my newbie video, you know that I don't do TBRs. I'm more of like a mood reader, and I just read per session, and it's just easier to just, whatever the case is, go watch that video if you want more context. Anyhow, I am not, you know, I just realized I forgot to put chapters in that video and I posted it. I'm gonna get that all sorted out. I talked about in the video, I didn't do TBRs, but in that video I showed what my potential yearly TBR would look like, and I'm so happy I did that. But also in that video I talked about that I never did a TBR jar and how I wanted to do one. So what are we doing today? We're doing a TBR jar. Okay, so last night I put what my yearly TBR was in that video. I put it in here. I did it in the white paper, but then I was like, oh, if I pull something out, I'm gonna already know what it is. It's gonna be one of the books in my yearly TBR. So I put some extra prompts even in that white paper so we can still be a little bit surprised. And then with the other multicolors, I did other prompts. Some of the white papers have like dates on the back because I reuse paper. So anyways, let's just shake this up. Figure out what we're doing here. So excited. I'm thinking what has to be read for January for sure is The Starter's Grail. It's a book that I already started. That has to be completed this month as well. But I would at least like maybe 2 to 3 other books to kind of round out the month. And because school doesn't start until the end of this month, I have so much free time. So I want to see if I can actually knock out more than just like one book this month. So this is going to help me figure that out. Let's open this up. Let's close the eyes. Pick one. I'm assuming this is this way, right? Yeah, because this is the sticky part. So, because some of these are Post-its. So this is, oh, upside down. A book bought for the hype. Okay. Okay. A book I bought because of the hype. I'm thinking, let's pick another one. This is another Post-it one, so this is not a yearly TBR one. I don't know if that's upside down or not, but this one reads, A Book with a Blue Cover. Okay, one more, because we already have the Stardust Grail, like I said. So one more. Okay, this one's speaking to me. Another Post-it one, so also another not yearly TBR pick, like a pick with the actual title of the book. So this was another challenge one. What does that say? A school setting. Okay. That one actually might be hard because I don't know. I can't remember too much of the settings for books unless I do a reread. But let me grab these. Let's figure out what books these apply to. So, oh my god. I have to move the ladder. If I try to lean, I'm going to end up falling, so let's actually move the ladder a little bit. Okie dokie. Is that better? I think so. Hi, we're on top of a ladder. We're at the collection, and let's find the books that would fit these prompts. So, like I already mentioned, The Stardust Grail, this is what I'm currently reading right now. So this is what is for sure mandatory, hopefully, to finish in January. And then let's try to find some of these other potential books. So the first one was A Book Bought for the Hype. No, I dropped it. Oh, it's under the ladder. I've always wanted a brother just like you. I've always wanted a brother. Okay, so I already mentioned my newbie video. I don't tend to buy trending books, so the only book that will fit this prompt is A Little Life. I bought this last year, and it was because all over Book Talk, TikTok, I was saying everybody read this book, everybody was crying about it. I at this point don't even remember what this book is even about, but it's not a year old yet, but it's coming up on a year old. So this is the only one that would fit that prompt, because anything else that's here that maybe could fit the prompt, I didn't particularly buy it for the hype. I bought it for other reasons. So this is one that I solely was like, everybody's raving about the book, let me read it, and then I never did. So A Little Life. The next one was a book with a blue cover. I have plenty of choices. So right in front of me here, but we're not gonna do too much since I'm not gonna take down most of the stuff in this collection to like get to other things. So, but right in front of me, I have this graphic novel called 7 Good Reasons. I showed this last year during a 24-hour readathon video that I did with my sister over on our shared channel. So I'll link that one down below if you want to check that out. But I think I only got like 10-20 pages into it, so maybe I'll just finish it. I have Lisa Jewell's The Night She Disappeared. This has been on my shelves for a while. No, this is a shelf. This has been in my collection for a while. That's another blue cover. I mean, these are not solely blue. I mean, this one probably is. This one is a mix, but I'm gonna still count it. What else in my immediate view is blue? Let's see if I can rip this. No, it's not really a rip, but let's see if I can be a little careful here. Oh shoot. I have Life of Pi. Oh, never mind. This one's not blue. I saw the spine, so I thought the whole cover was gonna be blue. So that doesn't count. The Great Gatsby, my edition, is primarily blue, but that would end up being a reread. I Remember You, the dust jacket, is primarily blue, but I don't know if I want to reread that one either. Okay, this could work, as well as this one. I'll figure this out. There's a lot of options for blue, actually. A little too much. And the last one here is a school setting. That is going to be a little bit tricky because I'm looking at these spines and I'm just... Nothing's jogging my memory. I don't know if a school setting just means like they just go to school, or the... yeah, I mean, I made the prompt. Is it that school is featured, or is it that the setting is entirely the school? Because we can do The Similars by Rebecca Hanover. That would end up being a reread though, but that's also a beginning... Damn it! That's also a beginning of a series, and I never continued the next book. And one of my goals is to finish series that I've started. And I finished this book back December or November-ish of 2023. This book primarily takes place in this prestigious academy, fantasy, clones, secret, like covering up secrets, death, murder, powers, things like that. So I could do a reread before I continue the series. And this one ends, this might actually be my only option for that prompt. I don't want to do 2 rereads though. So I don't know if I want to do a reread. I don't know. I think, bear with me, I think we're gonna pick something else. Because I have nothing else that fits these prompts other than rereads. And I have way too many books to be doing a reread. So just gonna pop this back in here. Honestly, if I get it again, it's probably meant to be. Scared. This is not a post-it one, so it could be a yearly TBR pick or a random prompt that I put in to mix. And this one reads, a book I owned for 1+ years. 1+ years. Honestly, so many fucking choices. Honestly, there is a lot of choices, but I also just can't remember. 1+ years. Okay, we have the prompts. I'm gonna look for more books and I'll get back to you. Okay, books are secure. We have a lot of books here, so let me go through them. First up, we have a book bought because of the hype. And like I mentioned, the only one that is in this pile is A Little Life. A Little Life follows 4 college classmates, broke adrift and buoyed only by their friendship and ambition as they move to New York in search of fame and fortune. While their relationships, which are tinged by addiction, success, and pride, deepen over the decades, the men are held together by their devotion to the brilliant, enigmatic Jude, a man scarred by an unspeakable child trauma. A hymn to brotherly bond and a masterful depiction of love in the 21st century, Hanya Yanagihara's stunning novel is about the families we are born into and those that we make for ourselves. Other than this, and other than the fact that I know that it made people sob, I have absolutely no idea what this book is about. So I'm proceeding with caution for sure, but this is a book I bought for the hype, and this is the first book alongside the Stardust Grail that is joining my January TBR. Moving on. Next, we had a book with a blue cover. We have some choices here. We have Life of Pi. I bought this one because I loved the movie when I was younger, rewatched it all the time, and I just kind of wanted to see how the book compared. You know, this is like a ship sinking, boys alone on a boat with like, oh my god, a tiger, an orangutan, and some other animal, a zebra. And it's just about, you know, that survival. Like I mentioned, I have 7 good reasons not to grow up. You can see my little index card in here. I started this back in the summer. I only got 19 pages in, graphic novel. Honestly, since I started this one, I might just finish it up, but we have this one. Then I have The Night She Disappeared. 2 teenagers go missing. Some sort of writer goes to a cabin as like, you know, a getaway, a retreat thing, like in the woods. One time she's taking a stroll and she sees a mysterious note that says dig here, and it could be a clue to the young couple's disappearance, about what happened after the like party that they went to. The third book that I am classifying as blue, it's blue greenish. I don't know, maybe it's actually more green than blue, but it was The Spears Cut Through Water. But this was my most recent like book that I picked up, one of my most recent books I picked up when I went book thrifting. That would have been the video before this one, where I went book thrifting and then unhauled and showcased the 4 books that I thrifted, and the Stardust Grail, and this one was 1 or 2 of the 4. And the last book that I'm counting, it's more of like a bluish teal color, but it's still blue to me, is The Nightingale. This was a book that I got for my sister this past Christmas. I think out of everything for this blue category, I'm leaning more towards this just so I can finish it up, but I do really want to read this. We'll figure it out. But let's move on to the last prompt and the books that I have for it. So the last prompt was books that I owned for, or a book that I owned for more than 1 year. This was actually quite hard. Some of the books I owned for more than a year, maybe like a year and a half-ish to closer to 2 years, kind of blend. So first are The Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters, second book in the series, and then this other graphic novel, which is called The Magic Fish, Behind Closed Doors, picture perfect couple, but you know, is it really? And then Are You Sarah? I have The Seekers, which is the first in this series, and then I have Dark Places. So Libby's family, her mother, her 2 sisters, were murdered, and she testifies that it was her brother who did it. Her brother is put away, but years later some sort of group is trying to kind of press her for information because they're trying to free her brother, and she thinks that she's like, okay, shoot, I'm gonna milk this for a bunch of money and, you know, milk this tragic story for profit, right? And as she's rekindling this whole past, rekindling with certain people and stuff like that, she finds herself back in the position she was when she was younger, like on the run from the killer. And this one didn't even peep. This story is written by the same author of the Warrior series. I knew that was really popular back in the day. I never read the Warrior series, but I do remember one time I went to the thrift store and they had like the full collection of the Warrior series, and I was like, oh, if I was ever the type of person who was like into that when I was younger, I would have bought like that full box set. Literally crazy. It was the same day that I bought the full box set series for the Percy Jackson at the thrift store for like, I don't know how many books I got for like 20 bucks. But anyways, this one details 3 different bears, their lives. One has like a sick bear brother. One is traveling with their mother, and another is trapped in a zoo where she dreams of living a life, you know, more in the wild. And this just basically is detailing that. I find this very intriguing, similar to the Warrior series. I definitely wonder like how this is written. Like, is this written in third person or is it written in first person in the minds of the animals? Fucking map, look at that. But I think the writing style intrigues me for a book like this. Woo! Another one. Wait, pause. That's gorgeous. So the first one was the bear's journey in the bear view, and then the second one is the bear journey in the human view. Honestly, I might pick this one up because it just intrigues me about like how something like this is written. Okay, so I have my selections. Let me show you them. A book I bought for the hype. We have A Little Life, a book that has a blue cover. We are going to do 7 Good Reasons Not to Grow Up. And then a book that I owned for more than a year. This one is a little bit trickier, but oh fuck. No, I thought I actually had it. I was gonna say what my 2 books were, and then I feel like I need to switch it out. I was originally gonna say it was gonna be these 2 because I couldn't pick one, but I think it's gonna be these 2. But I'm leaning more towards this one. But one of these 2, meaning that along with the Stardust Grail, which I am for sure finishing this month, these are my January TBR. So there we go. That has been the video. I'm so excited. I'm definitely gonna do this again, and let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you another time. Mwah. Peace. Bye bye.